Hello guys, this is Ray Chen again. Let me just straighten my shirt. Okay, so in this episode, I want to talk about the myths that kill you in sales. Okay, it's very important. There's a lot of myths, a lot of misconception, many salespeople out there taking it as common sense, which is not. Okay, so I want to demystify those common sense. Okay, so one common sense, a lot of people, you always hear people say, customers are God. It's true to a certain extent, but not all customers are God. Okay, because there are good customers, there are bad customers. If you have the bad customer, they will waste all your time and you're not going to make a dime. Okay, so you want to focus on good customers. Okay, what is the difference between good and bad customer? Okay, you have the ABC. Okay, the A customers, they are ready and able, meaning they can make the purchase now. Okay, the B customers, they are able and not ready, so meaning they have the ability to buy but down the road. And the C customer, they're not ready, not able. Okay, maybe they're ready but they're not able. But if you're ready, you're not able, you still cannot buy, right? So not all customers are God. Only the good customers are God. Okay, so you need to be able to categorize and know what type of customers they are. Okay, so there is a trap a lot of salespeople get into. It's because they don't have enough customer to pick from. So they end up only working with the C customer. As you can see, if the only customers you have to work with are the C customers, you're not going to make any money, right? The way to solve that problem is that you need to get more customers. That way you can get to pick and choose which customer to work with, right? So again, not all customers are God, okay? Only the good customers are, okay? And for the bad customers, you do not want to waste time, okay? That's number one. Number two, it's important to generate sales. It is important. But in a lot of businesses, the repeat customers is very important. The past customers is very important. So basically what you want to get is the 3R. Once you finish a business, a sale with the current customer, what you need to get is the 3R. So look at it this way. You look at it as if you're not working for the money, but you are working for the 3R. What's the 3R? Repeat business, meaning the same customer come back to you to buy again. Review. So the customer give you a good review, right? That way it's an endorsement for your service, right? And then number 3, referral. So this customer, they like you so much, they give you referral. They refer their client, they refer their customer, they refer their friend to you, right? But the only way you can get the 3Rs is that whatever you do for them exceeded their expectation. Let's say if their expectation is 10, and if you only did 9, most likely they're not gonna they're not gonna do any of the 3Rs, right? Because they're not happy. Let's say if their expectation is 10 and you did 10, then maybe they will do the 3 things for you, the 3Rs. But if let's say if their expectation is 10 and you give them 12, then most likely they're gonna be your repeat customer. They're gonna give you a good review, and they're gonna refer their friends and family to you. Okay, that's number 2 myth. Number 3, a lot of people think that if the customer has money, then it's a good customer. No, it doesn't matter how rich the customer is. Okay, if they're not willing to give you business, then do not waste time on them, right? Let's say if you have A customer and a B customer, right? Let's say if the A customer, A client, they're a millionaire, they have $100 million, but they don't give you the time of the day, they never give you the business. Let's say if you have the B customer, if they only have $100,000, but they actually give you the business, then the B customer should be your customer. The A customer is not your customer, because although they are rich, they don't give you any business. Then what good does that do for you, right? So you need to be able to tell the difference. Number 4, a lot of salespeople, they think they don't make money is because they have no clients. No, it's not true. You have clients. It's either you are not good enough to convert the client into a business, into a closed sale, or you are not focused enough. Okay, we all have clients. Everybody have clients. There's so many clients out there, right? But the problem is, I personally fell into this trap before. So I used to try to keep in contact and service everybody, but you cannot do that. If you do that, your quality of service is gonna be very bad, right? Because you don't have time to service everyone well. You at any given time, for one salesperson, you may be able to help the most 10 clients. Let's say in the real estate business, right? Because it takes more time. But in other business, maybe you don't spend too much time on each sale. But you need to know how much time you need to spend on your customer in your line of business, and you only work that many customer that you can handle, right? But if you cannot handle, you need to get help, right? You need to get assistance. You need to get more sales associate to accommodate the increased business, right? So make sure you focus on the quality, not the quantity. Okay, make sure you service each customer, each client well. That way you can actually close the business, right? If you have 100 customers, 1,000 customers, if you cannot service them well, and if you cannot close any one of them, what good does it do, right? Okay. Number 5. Whenever you're talking to the customer, whenever you're trying to book an appointment, do not ask the client, when would you like to meet? Okay, you want to give options, right? You want to ask them, is Monday or better, Tuesday or better, morning or better, afternoon or better, right? Always give options, okay? And this is actually a big mistake most of salesperson make, because they don't have the proper training, right? Because it's very important, because if you just ask the customer, when would you like to meet? Everybody's busy, right? Sometimes they tell you maybe next week, next month, but the next month's come, when you call them, they probably already finished the business with somebody else, right? They already bought something with somebody else. So you want to make sure never to ask when, but ask, is today or tomorrow better? Give the option, right? Number 6, whenever you meet with the customer, you are not there to sell, but you're there to listen for why. Okay, nobody wants to be sold. Okay, if a customer or client agree to meet with you, it means that they already have the demand. They know they need to purchase it, so you do not need to sell them on that. Okay, what you instead need to do is find out why they want to make that purchase. What's the reason behind it? Who they're doing it for? Okay. Number 8. Every time when you're trying to sell, either regardless whether it's a product or service, you are not there to sell the product or service. Okay, you are there to sell the benefit, and the benefit is the why. So that's why I kept saying you need to first figure out the why, and then you know that this why is what they're going after. Then you need to sell that benefit, right? And they guarantee that you can get that benefit for them, right? Number 9, you cannot change customers' mind. Okay, we have a lot of people. They try to persuade a lot of salespeople. They think they can persuade the customer or the client, whatever they want the client to do. Do not do that. People are not stupid. Okay, you don't need to persuade anybody on anything. They already know what they want. Okay. All you gotta do is figure out what they want and give it to them. Okay, that's all you need to do. Number 10. Do not try to. Okay, let me go to. I need to get a better system. So on the same line, you can educate them, but do not try to sell them. Okay. Basically, what you're there for is you're just trying to lay out all the options and all the numbers to assist them to make the decision. Because the customer, they know what they want. Okay, you don't need to tell them what they want. You just need to assist them to make the decision. So to confirm their inclination, right? Next one, never say the result. Have the customer say it. Okay, because like I said earlier, let me give you an example for the house. Every homeowner knows how much their home is worth. They don't need to tell them. Okay, let's say if their home is worth $1 million, if you tell them their home is worth $900,000, they will be pissed off, right? So never say the result, never say the number yourself. Okay, but if the client insists, what you can do is give a range, right? Sometimes we have the homeowners, they insist on for me to give them the number. So if that's the case, you can give a range, right? You can say between 900 to 1 million, right? Give a range. Never say the exact number, okay? Because there's a very high chance that you will offend the client, okay? The next one, do not try to sell the product. Sell yourself, okay? Because if the client does not like you, they will never do business with you. Doesn't matter how good the product is. So basically, you need to make sure that in their mind, you are trustworthy, you're hardworking, and you can get the job done. Okay, they don't care about anything else. Okay, the product, they can buy it from anybody, right? Why would they buy it from you? They buy it from you because they think you can solve their problem and you don't give them any hassles, right? So basically, what you need to do is to build the confidence of customer in you. So basically, you need to make sure that they have 100% confidence in you in helping them to get the job done. So that's what you're trying to achieve, okay? So sometimes a lot of people say relationship is important. It is true, relationship is important, right? It's about relationship. But do not go into because we have a lot of salespeople, because they're trying to please the client and the customer, they forego almost all of their profit. So if you forego almost all your profit, how can you provide a good service? How can you keep your business running, right? You cannot do that. So it is true that relationship is important, but relationship is not everything, because on top of the relationship, you still need to make money, right? That's why do not forego your profit trying to please somebody, because if you're doing that, you cannot stay in business, and there's no way for you to provide a good service because you don't have this resource to provide a good service. How can you do that without money, right? And another way to say it is money is important, profit is important, but of course, on the flip side, you want to have the relationship, because if you have no relationship, if the customer do not like your service, how can you make the money, right? The next one, okay. A lot of people, they try to separate business and personal life. It's correct. But if you really want to have a great business, you want to have a good sales record, you want to make customer and the client become like your family. And when you can do that, then most likely you will have good business. You will be able to have good sales. So we have a lot of salespeople, they try to, I guess because they want to have a personal life, so they would have all these kind of rules. No call after 5 p.m. So basically, they once after make the sale, then they disappear. You cannot do that, right? Because if you do that, the customer, they're gonna get very pissed off. They're gonna feel like you are only talking to them because you want their money, right? So you want to make sure treat your customer like your family. Obviously, I mean, there is some degree of separation because you need to still have your personal life, but you want to make sure that the customer feel like you're treating them like like their family, like your family. Okay. The next one. This one is very important. Never disagree with the customer. Okay. Never disagree with the customer. Okay. It doesn't matter who is right, who is wrong. Okay. What matters is you get the job done. Okay. Never disagree with the customer. Remember that. And another mistake a lot of salesperson I see that they have is that they're never in control of the conversation. Every time when they meet with the customer or client, all they do is answer questions. It's true that you want to answer questions, but as soon as you answer the customer's question, you want to make sure to start ask question, right? Because the person that's asking the question will be the person that's have the control of the conversation. Then you will be able to lead the way how the conversation to go down the road, right? That's why it's true you want to answer customers' question, but you want to be the one that's asking the question. That way, you can be in control of the situation. Okay. So basically, when you're trying to sell, you're not selling anything. You are basically transferring the confidence. So you are transferring your confidence for the product or service to the customer. And you must. If you want to make the sale a success, after you talk and converse with the customer, you want to make sure that the customer or the client have the same level of confidence as what you have for yourself. Okay, that's why it's important. You need to know the product from inside out. For example, for me in real estate, every time before I go meet with the seller, I know exactly how much this home will sell for. I know exactly what's wrong with the home. I know exactly what's the selling point of this home. I know exactly what's going on in the market. Although I know exactly what's going on, but I'm not going to tell the customer how much the home is worth. It's for me to know, because only when I know 100% about the home, then I'm able to be 100% confident about selling the home, right? And because I'm confident that way, I'm so confident, then I'm able to influence the customer and make sure they're 100% confident about me being confident, right? It's very important. So that's pretty much the secret, okay? So another thing I talked about earlier, you're not selling, you're trying to figure out why, understand what's the reason behind and who they're doing it for the product or service they're trying to buy. So remember, we have 1 mouth and 2 ears, okay, 2 ears. So always listen more versus than talking more. You want to listen. Listen to what the clients say, listen to their why, listen to why they're doing it, listen to what they're doing it for, who they're doing it for, okay? And try to give first. We have a lot of, I see a lot of salespeople, they don't want to sacrifice anything. They don't want to sacrifice the time. They don't want to sacrifice the small money. For example, in real estate sales, usually, we tell the customer, when we help them to sell the home, we will cover all the expenses, the photo shoot. So even if we don't sell the home, the customer is not liable to pay for the photo costs, right? You got to be willing to chip out some money in order to get something, right? So do not be stingy, okay? Always have the mentality of giving first, and then you may get something, right? Do not be stingy. So remember, you are not the consultant. You're more like a counselor, because like I said earlier, nobody's stupid. Everybody you talk to, they know what they want. You don't need to tell them what they want. Okay, you just need to share the fact with them. Share your professional knowledge to confirm what they want. Okay. So I think I already went through a lot today about the myth that kills you in sales. I think it's probably helpful for you guys out there, because let's face it, okay, most salesperson, they're not very good at sales. That's why most salesperson do not make a lot of money. The salesperson that make a lot of money, the proportion of the salesperson that make a lot of money is very minimal. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you guys that's in the sales industry, or anybody that's trying to get into the sales industry, or anybody that's trying to be more persuasive. Okay, so again, this is Ray Chen. Thank you for watching my video. To encourage me, I wish you click like my video and subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell so that you will be notified when I have a new video uploaded, and also to leave any comment if you have any questions, or if you have anything that you want to say. Okay, until next time, this is Ray Chen.